When it comes to Instagram, most people are posting every day with no real plan, scrambling for ideas, burning time, and not really seeing much growth. Ask me how I know, because I've been there. Whenever I tried to treat Instagram as a daily task, it just pulled me away from the bigger priorities in my business. That's why I switched back to batch creating, which has made it so much simpler and easier. So in this video, I'm going to walk you through the exact 5-step process I use to schedule 30 posts in just 4 hours. And these aren't just random posts, they're all mapped out and strategically connected to my business goals. Because here's the thing, most people post content, but they don't connect it back to their business goals. That's where Manychat, today's sponsor, comes in. Manychat is the tool that makes this process possible because it connects your posts directly to automations that collect emails, deliver freebies, and grow your business even when you're off Instagram living your best life. I'll show you exactly how to set that up in step 4, and if you click the link in the description, you'll get 30 days of Manychat Pro for free. This way, Instagram doesn't have to be a daily stress. You can schedule it, set it, forget it, and turn it into a system that actually works for your business. All right, step number 1 is to gather your ideas. So the key here is to not reinvent the wheel. Instead of starting from scratch, go back through the content that you've already created. So YouTube videos, blog posts, emails, past Instagram posts, and pull out any ideas that you can repurpose. That's hard work that you've already done and deserves to be reshared. I do this in the project management tool Asana, where I plan all of my content. I'll jot down 30 ideas and link each one back to the original source. And before you begin, make sure that you're clear on your goals for the month before you start pulling in ideas. For me, my goals are to nurture my community, build trust, grow my email list with freebies that ultimately lead to my offers. Every post idea I gather ties back to one of those goals. And you'll see in step 4 how I use Manychat to make this happen right from Instagram. All right, so here's your action step. Open your content planner and make a list of 30 ideas. By pulling from what you've already created, you save hours of work while reinforcing your core messages over and over again. Step number 2 is to decide the angle and format. So now that you have your 30 ideas, the next step is to decide exactly how you'll present each one. So you could summarize a bigger piece of content, you could focus on one small step or takeaway, or you could share a related story or different angle to illustrate the point. Next, you want to pick the format for each post. So there are endless options: carousels, reels, static posts, B-roll, talking head clips. But the trick here is simplicity. For me, the majority of posts fall into 3 formats: carousels, B-roll clips, or talking head clips repurposed from YouTube. By sticking to a few repeatable formats, you can create faster and stay consistent. All right, the next step is to assemble the creative. So now it's time to put your posts together. For this step, here are a few tips to make it faster and easier. First, ChatGPT really comes in handy for this step. So for example, let's say that I'm repurposing a YouTube video. I'll grab the transcript, copy a section, and drop it into ChatGPT with a prompt like, turn this section into a short Instagram carousel post with 3 to 5 slides. And then for any of your posts, create templates that you can duplicate over and over. So for example, for my carousels, I use a Canva template that I can use again and again. For any B-roll that you have, shoot quick clips on your phone in batches and have those ready in a folder for you whenever you sit down to do a planning session like this. And then for talking head clips, I simply cut sections from my YouTube videos. So take it post by post and try to have fun with the creative process. All right, step number 4 is to turn your content into conversions with Manychat. So here's where your content goes from consistent to strategic. Because posting consistently is great, but if your content isn't connected back to your business goals, you'll never see real results. So that's why I use Manychat. Click the link in the description to get 30 days of Manychat Pro for free. Okay, so for every post, I choose a keyword trigger that connects to a Manychat automation. So for example, let's say that I have a free guide I want to give away. Someone can comment guide to get that instantly in their DMs. If I want to promote one of my courses directly, someone can comment my course name to receive more details. If I want to direct to a longer piece of content, like a YouTube video or blog post, I can have an automation for that too. So it's pretty powerful. For example, for delivering freebies in Manychat, those keywords will trigger a flow that automatically collects the person's email, delivers the freebie or details instantly, and adds them straight to my email list. And the best part is that you don't need complicated funnels or landing pages. Manychat handles everything right inside Instagram DMs. And if you want a full walkthrough, my last video goes into detail on how to set this up, and I'll link to that in the description. Okay, step 5 is to write captions and schedule. So finally, it's time to schedule everything. I personally use the tool Plan to load up my posts, but you can also use Instagram's native scheduler or Meta Business Suite as well. So here's my workflow. I upload the creative, then I write the caption, making sure to include that Manychat keyword, and I'm definitely getting help from ChatGPT at this point. Then I set the posting date and time and repeat until all 30 posts are scheduled. And that's it. You've just turned 4 hours of work into an entire month of consistent strategic content. So that's my 5-step process to schedule 30 Instagram posts in just 4 hours, all mapped out, all strategic, and powered by Manychat. If you found this helpful, make sure to like and subscribe because I share more strategies like this to help you work smarter, not harder. Big thanks again to Manychat for sponsoring this video. If you're ready to stop posting randomly and start turning Instagram into a system, check out the link below to start using Manychat for yourself. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye!